StreamYard, it's taken a second. There we go. We're all on board. Welcome in. I'm Jen with Laughing Lotus Wellness. Today, one of my very favorite days ever of the whole year doing lives is a few of my favorite things, which is just beautiful gift ideas for you and your people. Hi, Natalie. How are you? So we are going to dive in. So today my hope is that and by the way, still recovering from COVID. We'll hope I don't have to hack a loogie. That could happen. My apologies in advance. We do what we can do. So I've had COVID over the whole of Thanksgiving. Starting to feel like a human being again. So I will try to give you as much as I can price ranges for things as much as I recall them. But I will be honest that some of them I've had for a minute, but I've found myself using them a lot in the last year. So just be warned. Just be warned. Okay, so we're going to start. I have some spiritual things. I've got some physical products and things that I really like. And then I've got some travel things. So I've got a really kind of beautiful variety. So let's start with, I'm going to leave spiritual kind of in a little bit just because, hi, Jen, how are you? Because I will work my way in because we'll talk a little bit energetically why those things are cool. So if you're like one of my spiritual friends, hang tight. We're going to start really simple. Now, this is not for everyone. Okay. This is my very favorite brand of coffee on the planet, Nespresso. And this is my actual very favorite flavor of coffee. Now, truth be told, you will need to know someone has this if you don't have this machine. I will tell you the truth of this machine. We actually got it last Christmas. And my teen daughter was home, senior year. And we were like, just kind of wanted something for as a family. And we were like, let's make fun coffee drinks. Why do I look so short? It's because my chair shrank. I was like, why do I look like I'm sitting on the floor on Instagram? Because my chair shrank. Apparently I need a new one of those. So we got an espresso maker and we already had the espresso machine through Nespresso. This was actually the coffee maker. Oh, okay. I will be honest with you. I was like, it'll be fine. It came with like a frother. It's probably $200, $250 for the machine. And so I think we've had it for a year. I think it's been a year. Oh my God. It's the best coffee on the planet. I'm sorry. I have done so many different coffees. We're coffee snobs. If you are looking for a new machine, I know that is a rather grandiose gift for yourself or someone else, but I will tell you, they are literally it is so good. I'm so glad you're here, Jen. It's such a pleasure to have you. I haven't seen you in so long. I'm just like, sorry, my friend Jen's like signing in, so I'm super stoked to have her here today. Gingerbread, by far and away my very favorite flavor. Although I literally stock them until it comes back into season, and then I buy boxes to have throughout the year. Not an exaggeration. But it is the best coffee. I'm not joking when I tell you one of the best investments. Like it was like a fool me kind of situation because I ended up loving it so much. This is all that we drink anymore. We rarely make pots of coffee ever. We almost always use our Nespresso machine, which is absolutely amazing. It is not rocket science. This chair and I are going to go around today. My good old Wayfair standard is the spring is coming unloaded. So now I'm like, as I talk, super great. Literally delicious. They've got pumpkin spice that comes out, and then they've got really beautiful standards. So depending on the kind of coffee drinker you are, you can really make deliciously crafted coffee at home. Not a joke. So if you're a big coffee aficionado, if that's something that you like, we love Starbucks. We love all that kind of stuff. For us, finding something that was such a high quality coffee that we could make at home ourselves was like so cool. So gingerbread is my very favorite. I swear by it. There was a coconut one they came out with that was iced coffee this summer that I lived and died by all summer, all season long. So I love that they've got their standards, and then I love that they've got seasonal ones that come and go, but gingerbread is my all-time. This is my very favorite coffee ever. Okay, that's number one. Again, if you know someone that just has a machine, it's easy to go just get them some fun coffees. I think that's a really fun gift. But if you don't have one and you want something special for yourself, just saying. Okay, another fun thing I find, I'm nerdy, just dropped something, of course, something really fun in the last year. So I have an Apple phone I have the 13 Pro. I got it because I use video and cameras all the time. As one might guess. Oh my gosh, seriously. One of my things fell between my feet. Sorry, everyone. This is gracious. Okay. These are phone cases by Flaunt. This is a blush colored. And then, sorry for all the lighting. And then this is like a camel, really pretty color. Now, I love the rings because I use them all the time to hold, to do things, and to set my phone up. These run you probably about $40 a piece. They're not cheap. I have dropped these suckers. I'm not kidding when I tell you, abused my poor phone cases. I absolutely love this brand. The one that I usually use, actually, my very favorite is white. So I have a stark white, which sounds super weird. Like, who would have ever thought? I absolutely love this white phone case, and I literally just replace it. With time, it kind of gets discolored, and I just replace them because I love them so much. So they are super hardy. And what I really like about these personally, they come in all sorts of different colors and options. They're sturdy, but they're funky. So my thing is, I always really appreciate whenever I can find something that's just a little bit unique. And I really love the square case. This is literally my jam. I saw them on Instagram, fell in love with them, ordered one, and have only been ordering these ever since. Flaunt, Flaunt, run you about $30-$40. And you can order those online, and they're awesome. So I strongly recommend, and this would be like a really fun gift. So in case there's someone in your life, you'd have to know what kind of phone they have. But if you also have one, again, if this is for your list, I see this these days as fun because it's either stuff you might want to put on your list, or it might be an idea for someone else that you wouldn't have thought of. That's kind of the idea. Now, the reason I'm inspired to do this, I have watched these. So I have watched Jaclyn Hill. Almost every year does one of these. One year, I think I bought like 3 things inspired by watching her do hers. And I'm like, everyone needs this. It's just fun to get out of your own scope. I find that the holidays hit and there can be that sense of like overwhelm that kind of lands for us. Like, I've got so many people and so many things I'm thinking about, and I'm not sure what to buy them. And I want to be creative and I don't want to do the same old thing. And I think it can be really challenging. And so it's nice when we can get outside of our wheelhouse and our boxes that we kind of live in and expand. And so that's kind of why I love doing these. So again, this might be for you. It might be for someone else. They're going to range all of them in price. I will try to remember my best as I can to tell you how much they cost. So this is another, I'm going to tell you what, this is a Lululemon, you got it, a fanny pack. Now I'm going to tell you something about the fanny pack. First of all, I was like, nerds. Back in the day, I literally sewed a fanny pack in my senior class outdoor kits. It was real cute. It was not. And so that was when they were really like kind of a thing, but not really. Okay. So when my daughter and I traveled, my family traveled this summer to Mexico for Chloe's celebration for graduation. She got one of these and I was like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Then I was like, got one, used it every single place that I went. It is so nice to have something. And you could certainly wear this around your waist. I get it. I really wear mine. Let's see if I can get it now because it's probably all tucked up. No, it's not bad. I wear mine around my body, across my body, so that everything is super accessible right here. So for one, when you're traveling in another country, this was such a nice safety thing. Like, it was just tucked up on my body and I wasn't having stuff. Usually I have a backpack purse because I love backpack purses. Who else is out there? I love backpack purses so much. Oh my gosh. But I was like, for safety and for ease, this was really, really handy. So like for my room card, for all my little things that were coming and going with me, my ID or some cash, whatever I needed to take with me, lip gloss, and my phone, everything fit right in here. It was perfect. So I'm not kidding when I say these are probably $40 or $50. They are hard to find. Now I will tell you that this is a Lulu. That might not be your shtick, and that's fine. They come and go. So like, they are one of those hot commodities. The black, I think the black version, which is really simple and really clean, comes in a little bit more routinely, but they will come in and sell out. Chloe and I also got a really cute fuzzy one. They're like, it looks like the teddy bear sweaters. of both of us got one of them this year because we were like, oh, they have something funky in. So we both bought one. They are literally so great. So if you're kind of like Antichrist about a purse, because not everybody wants to carry something. I'm not kidding. Particularly like if you're going shopping for a day and you want hands-free, or you're traveling and you want to have security and you want to have something really accessible. These are literally the best ever. I literally laughable. I was like, I'm never going to use that thing, but okay, I'm going to trust her. She's like, Mom, they're so handy. Okay, love it. So I'm not joking when I say, even though this like looks not like spectacularly amazing, it is a really freaking handy tool. And if you know and love a traveler, having something like this is actually brilliant. Okay, speaking of travel, I'm just throwing things in my chair. This is going to be so fun to clean up. Speaking of travel, if you're a traveler, you don't have to be a fancy traveler, by the way. These are super reasonable. So are you a nerdy traveler by way of organization? I am. I will tell you, I like my things all in a row. I like my underwear in a container. I like my socks in a container, shirts, sometimes outfits. And the reason I like doing that is the more organized I am, the more that I can actually fit in my suitcase. And when I get there, so when I went to Mexico and I used something like this, and I'm going to show it a few in a minute, it was much easier. It was like having little dressers, right? Or drawers for the whole trip. So I could just leave them open. I use these at a retreat. Same. Brilliant. So I'm going to give credit to my daughter's boyfriend's stepmom. That was write that out. She got her these for last Christmas. And she came home and she had like 20 of them. I'm like, oh my God, she ordered so many. She got Chloe a really cute set of suitcases. And then she got her these bags. So this is Mossio, Mossio, is the brand on Amazon. You're welcome. Finally, someone went, it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. These range anywhere from probably 12 to 25 to 30 bucks. They come in different sizes. This does not have a mesh top like they normally do. I'll show you one with a mesh top. They expand and then they fold up really neatly, which I love. So if I take things out, this stows away super easy. But I absolutely love having like my hair stuff is all in a bag version. So my bristles on my brush are not getting tangled in a shirt or in a sweater, right? You don't want something getting all kind of messed up in your bag or brushing against something that's like soft and silky. So it's nice to have little organizational tools. I'm a total nerd. This is literally in my wheelhouse. I love it so much. And they come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. So this is, I'm guessing this is a shoe bag. This is brand new. I have not even used these yet. This one, a padded little case for like makeup. And I love, like, they have some for like dirty laundry. I love these for shoes to keep things from getting dirty. Or like I travel with heels for work. It's really nice to have something tucked away that is not out against your clothing, right? The last thing you want to get is somewhere where you end up landing and you're on vacation or you're doing a work thing and your nice high heel has put a hole through your sweater, your dress, or something. So that's why I love these kinds of things. These are what most of them look like. So they're meshy on top. So you can see, and they kind of can strap in. And what this does is you can layer these like puzzle pieces inside your suitcase. It's literally my favorite thing ever. I'm not kidding. So if you know someone that travels and could use something that you're like, I gave them to my sister for her birthday. No lie. Hi, Kate. Hi, Sarah. I was going to call you Karen. Sassy. It always messes me up if I see your face or your name first, because I'm like, oh, my friend Sassy's here. Sorry, everybody. Okay. That's for travel. So if you know travelers, this is great. Okay, so moving on. These are by far and away my favorite pants on the planet. I don't know if I've already advertised these. If I have, forgive. I don't think I have, but I don't care if I did. This brand is Vuori. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, and I'm sorry about that. So these are my camo. They're like navy blue, black, gray. First pair I got. They literally look as good as the day that I bought them. With that being said, they are not cheap. These are an investment pant, and I'm going to warn you because you're going to go look and you'll be like, what? And Jen lied. I will not lie to you, my friends. These pants are investments. They're probably like $100 a piece. So this is be for like maybe your own list, maybe a sister, right? A daughter, When I tell you these are literally the most comfortable pair of pants I've ever owned in my whole life, I'm actually not exaggerating. They are, you can find them online. I found some in REI, like an outdoor store. I also find them sometimes in boutiques. So they come in a variety of colors. I have gray. I have a really deep gray. I've got teal. And then I've got my camo. And I will tell you, they wash and wear the best for soft pants. Every time I wear them, if someone touches them, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, literally, they are the softest, most cozy, delicious pants I've ever owned in my whole life. They are well worth your investment because you're not going to bring them home, wash them once, and have them pill and look like garbage. There's nothing more frustrating, right, than buying something, spending money, and then having it just be like kind of a pile after 2 washes. They're phenomenal and they are so soft. They're brilliant from like, I can wear these for pajamas and I could wear these and run errands out and about. So I use them for both. Literally, I now own 3 pairs. Okay, best pants. You're welcome. That's all I can say. You're welcome. Okay, products. We're going to do a few products. For those of you that, oh no, I forgot one of my palettes. Shoot. Okay. I had a palette I was going to show you. It's a little Morphe. It's all pinks. And it is one of my favorites. I wear it almost every day now, and I absolutely love it. And it's probably $12 or $15. So it is so super reasonable. I do think it looks good on so many colored eyes. I think that pinks tend to be one of those things that are really, really, I know that you love Morphe too, Sassy. Sassy is like, I had one last year that I shared that was standard, and I think she went and got it. It's so good. So I love that this is even cheaper. So if you're looking for something for someone that's special, but it's not going to break the bank, this is a brilliant addition. And it's just literally got such neat colors. I think it's maybe got 9 colors in it. There's a brown hue in there, and literally so good. 12 or 15 bucks sold. Literally, I do not have it in front of me. I am so sorry. So I don't have the name to give you, but it's all pinks and it's one of the newer palettes, and I fell in love with it. Love it, love it, love it. Such a good deal and a very, very, very good product. So Morphe, super cheap, 12 or 15 bucks, little square pink palette. So good. Okay. That's one. One of my very favorite things as well that's unique and different is a Styla pencil. I believe Styla. I don't know. Ooh, that's really hard to see because it just looks like nothing in the lighting. Yep. Okay, so here's what it is. Silver. I believe I've only found these at Ulta. They have them in silver, gold, green, blue. There might be another color. This is absolutely brilliant for the corner of your eyes. Absolutely brilliant. Right here. The reason that we lighten this up is makes us look more awake and alert and brilliant. I got this home and I was like, oh, every woman needs this in her stash. Even if you put it on and still gently rub it out with either your pinky or like a little brush and just kind of diffuse it a little bit. Instantaneous, glorious color. I cannot tell you. It's brilliant. This is the best tool on the planet. Stila in silver is my very favorite. I've gotten the gold one. I like it. I don't like it like this. The silver is my very favorite. Okay. For those of you that like lip wear, which is not for everybody, I am a big lip. I'm pretty much a makeup person, period. So it doesn't take a lot for me. I'm going to be honest. Okay. This is Charlotte Tilbury. This is, I have the color Petal Pink. It is Tinted Love. So this is what it looks like. This is probably, I'm going to guess, run $30 or so. It is the coolest. Now, with that being said, everybody likes their lip stuff a little bit different. So some people are like, really like gloss. Some people like lip oil. Some people like lipstick. Some people like matte. I love this because it is such a pretty color, and I'll try to show you, which I probably will not do it justice, but I will try to show you. So what's neat about this is once you put it on, it dries and it's like a stain. And so what I think is so nice is I don't like gloopy stuff, and I actually really like shiny lips. This, if I put my lip pencil on and put this on, it literally looks like a natural lip color. It almost like you're like, is she wearing something? Is she not wearing something? That's my very favorite. It is literally so good. Is it natural? It might be. Sassy's looking up. It's a pink palette and it might be Natural Flirt. And it's only got 9 colors in it, hun. Because there's one that is a bigger palette. And for some reason, I thought that was Natural Flirt. It's going to be a small one with 9 colors. She's trying to help me out. She's my gal pal. The other thing I love, oh my God, Maracuja. I can't even pronounce it. Juicy Lip Plump. This is by Tarte. This got like TikTok famous and they could not keep them in, no lie. They could not keep them in. I like them all for different reasons. This, I can stain my lips, looks like I'm wearing something, but you're kind of not sure. Love it, okay? This is one of my very favorite products. And it's like having nothing on, right? So if you don't like sticky, if you don't like, love it, okay. This, you like push the bottom a couple times and it has this little almost tray and then you put it on. This is such a beautiful, soft, and moisturizing product. It's that Maracuja oil. It's Maracuja. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't care. So moisturizing. This, and I would just always, if you're going to ever do a gift for another woman, I would say doing something kind of, like neutral. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? My friend Jen's in the house. I'm wearing literally right now. She's like, what are you wearing? I am wearing the Tinted Love underneath. A little bit of this, and then I'm going to show you my last one. I do them together. I know, because it's always got to be complicated. This is my last lip favorite, and then I swear to God, we will move on. This is so, it's so gross looking. It's so greasy looking. This is by Patrick Ta. And if you're gloss, and I love lip gloss to the moon, particularly if it's really shiny. And I have a hard time finding shiny ones that I like that aren't then sticky. This is going to be ever so slightly sticky, but not bad. It's totally doable. This, very moisturizing. This, staining. And then this is like high gloss. When I say high gloss, so good. So good. Let me see if I can. I'll try to get it on there for you. See if you guys can see it. It's seriously so pretty. What I love about this, and what I will tell you I don't love, but I'll be honest with you. So super, super shiny. Is it comes in clear, it comes in like a light dusky pink, it comes in a red. And what they do is add a really lovely tint. If you're also really neutral woman, you're like, I don't have time for whole big whatever. It is so amazing. It's seriously one of the best products ever. I will tell you the only weird thing about this, from my personal opinion, my daughter loves it, is it's like a cinnamon taste, which I don't know why. Is a little weird to me in a lip gloss. I don't know what I want it to be. Like, it's not like I want it to taste like a turkey sandwich, but I do think it's a little weird, but it's passable. But I do love the way that this goes on. Again, I think this is going to be 25 or 30 bucks. Really, really good product. Comes in variations. And I like that you can use this to then tint up and add some color or actually keep it really super neutral. Gorgeousness. Just saying. Okay. Moving on to hair. We're going to move on to hair quickly. I like want to wipe that off, but I can't. Okay. This last year, this is an investment. I will tell you in advance, if you're watching, this might be something more that you'd put on your own list. If you're looking for a dryer, mine was from the 80s. And I had this slight fear that I was going to set myself on fire at some point. I'm going to be honest. And so it was time. You know what I'm saying? She was like on her last legs. She had a good run. That hair dryer. And I needed a new one. So what was great was I was out shopping for my daughter. And last year, that's lovely, there's a hair attached to it. Last year, one of the biggest trends was this kind of flat, dry bar blow dryer that gave you essentially kind of a blowout look. So my daughter wanted something like that, and she wanted a different brand that was a little cheaper, no judgment. And I saw this and I knew that it was actually supposed to be better for your hair. So these products, Dry Bar is like really intentional about trying to create products that are easier on your hair and not going to make it kind of frizzy and, like split ends. And like they're about trying to keep hair health in mind. So I picked one for her. And in the meantime, I was like, I'm going to get myself a new blow dryer. It was on sale. Look. I know this is going to sound like a grave exaggeration that hair products can change your life. I'm just going to tell you that this blow dryer is epic. It blow dries quickly. It does a much nicer job of not making frizzy hair. My daughter's that she uses that has that flat, it's kind of like a flat brush. It's almost like flat brushing your hair. Literally her hair, I'm not joking, looks healthier when she blow dries it with this dry bar product that has the brush. Looks like she went and got a blowout at the salon. That's how good her hair looks. I cannot say enough about these products. And initially I was like, okay, it costs more money. No, literally it is the best ever. I'm not exaggerating to you. So if you're looking to replace hair products, or you've got a daughter, a sister, someone that you would spend a little bit more on, and you're like, I would love to get something that I know she could use this. They're so good. Oh my God. With that, I'm going to share a couple of hair products and we'll scoot on from here. I swear we'll scoot on from here. Two of my favorite products that they have ever. One, Prep Rally. It's this pink bottle, Prep Rally. It is one of my favorite to smell. I am really funky about smells. If I don't like the way it smells, it ain't going on my hair at all. They call it, I think they said somewhere I read, like kind of like a champagne. It's a soft, sweet scent, but it's lovely, right? It's just not this like in your face. It's not aggressive. It's not fruity. I am a big fan. So this is like a leave-in, and then you would do your hair. This is going to help, again, protect. So I do strongly recommend, not that I'm an expert, if you're looking for anything, always, 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 if you're drying, curling, straightening your hair, use a protector. This brand, that dry bar that brand is phenomenal. This is one of my favorites. I do not like all the smells. I will tell you, if you go look at their line in totality, some of them I'm like, oh no. Nope, this one I absolutely love. Here's another. This is called Jumpstart Quick Dry Blowout Serum. So again, to help kind of like flyaways, kind of like a blowout, help kind of straighten and keep things kind of more tame. I have a really natural curl to my hair. So I have to either kind of go one way or the other. My hair can't do real well with the middle. This is like a clear thing. Couple pumps, put this all throughout my hair, dry it, love it. I probably put 4 to 5 things on my hair before I dry it. If I took you in my shower, that sounded absurd, and you saw the products I use in my hair, you'll be like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not going to bring them all because for sure you'll all know who I am in the head, but I am going to bring a couple of my very favorite products. Love them. They're literally like routine uses. These are the items that I use like all the time. Love them. Love the smell. Think they work so beautifully. Both of them, again, really good for prep and making sure that you're protecting your hair. So I love that. Okay. Next, this is the Hemp's brand, Sweet Jasmine and Rose. I cannot. This probably $25-$30. And the prices on these guys for the hair products, I would say probably $25-$30, right in there. So this is, they have lotion. They've got a mask, a skin mask, which is really cool, in a tub. And then they've got a body wash. This reminds me of, super nostalgic, a perfume I wore when I was a teenager by Victoria's Secret, and they quit making it. And I had no idea at the time that it was actually jasmine that was like the focal point of the smell. This, when I tell you, it's $30 worth of absolute stunning skincare smell. It is so good. It is seriously, it is so beautiful. My daughter went and copied and got the same kind I have. It smells so good. This is beautiful. It's particularly beautiful, I will say. It's so lovely in summer, but I use it year round because I literally love it so much. What'd you say, Sassy? She said, smelling like a turkey sandwich. Of course, mostly it's flavored with cinnamon because it helps with the plumping. Thank you for that, calling that out in the Patrick Ta. You're absolutely right. And cinnamon's not bad. I like cinnamon. I just think it's weird. I don't think I've ever had a like lip product that's like cinnamon. It's weird. But a good hair day makes a difference, but your girl can't afford anything Dyson. Yeah, it is. I'm not joking. Some of these products, like I said, and that's why I'm warning everybody, some of them are going to be a little bit higher level. They are not going to be for everybody, but if it's something that you could then request for yourself and you wanted something for yourself for Christmas, or let's just say maybe you go buy yourself some things for Christmas and then give them to your partner to give to you. I may or may not do that. Just saying, this seriously smells so beautiful. And I put it on my arms, I put it on my legs. I love it, love it, love it. It is definitely not sometimes you get a good smelling lotion, like, and I'm going to total diss right here when I say this, but some Bath and Body products actually dry. This does not. So this is actually moisturizing. I love it. So yeah, the Hemp's Blue one. Yeah. It's seriously, this smell, sweet jasmine and rose. So good. And if all you do is one thing, do the lotion, hands down. Okay. All right, getting there. We're getting there, friends. Getting there. Almost done. Almost done. Okay. So this is one of my favorite perfumes. Again, so last year I did one of my very favorite winter scents. This is a little bit more of a summer scent. Now, listen, everybody does their own thing. Full respect. I have transitioned to using my winter one a little bit more. This is Burberry Her, just Her, Burberry Her. My daughter actually found it and fell in love with it. It is, and I'm surprised I love it the way that I do. Not because it's not smell good. It's a little sweeter than I would normally choose. I'm going to be honest. It is slightly sweeter. I tend to do a little, I know this will shock everyone, spicy, saucy. My winter scent is very like dark and moody and musky, and it's got a little bit of smoky smell. I really like complex kind of smells. This is like sweet strawberries and cream. It literally is the most beautiful perfume I'm not joking. And it's probably around $100. You can sometimes find them in the little roller balls. So if you want to do something fun for someone, that is a genius way to do a gift, is go buy one of the little boxes that has the roller ball in it so that someone can try it. This is also big on TikTok. Which one? Is it the perfume that's big, or is it the hemp stuff, Sassy? She said something's big on TikTok. Can I show you? Let me just show you how it sprays. This is so neurotic. But my daughter and I are completely fascinated. Just watch how it sprays though, you guys. It literally, like a little breeze. Oh my God. I can't even tell you. And this is the only perfume my daughter and I have that's literally the same. We don't ever like cross over. And some of the new ones she wants, I'm like, oh. She would love that I'm like picking on her. They're not my scent at all. This one, we both are like, oh my God. It's so good. So seriously, even if you can track down a roller ball, this would be super fun for someone as a little addition. Usually the roller balls are between $20 and $30 a piece. Finding it, good luck, but amazing. Oh, so good. Okay. I always have a candle. Where are my candle and blanket people? Paging all my candle and blanket people. I will tell you something. If you ever want to get me a gift, you can always send me a candle and or a blanket every time. I will always be in receiving mode of candles and blankets. I freaking love them. There is something about coziness for me that is just paramount in life, which is one of the reasons I love my Vora pants. They're so cozy and so comfortable. And so for me, there is something I literally love blankets and candles. Okay. This one is by Kalyan Wax Company, Kalka, COVID brain, Calyan. I could be done with this COVID shit anytime. Okay. Kalyan Wax Company, out of Arlington, Texas. I get this at a boutique. This one is my very favorite scent, and it's called Oak Moss and Amber. Oh my God. It is otherworldly to me. I will tell you, I tend towards a little bit of a masculine scent for a lot of things, which is a little bit like contrary to probably what I look like. I really love a lot of natural scents in my candles. So I am not typically going to be found having like pumpkin spice latte candles burning in my house. This is no insult to anybody out there that just vibes the food smells. I'm not much of a floral per se, but more natural outdoorsy scents. I am not kidding. This is one of the best smelling candles I've ever smelled in my whole entire life. $16. They have a yellow one, a pink one. The pink one is a combination of lavender and something, which is phenomenal. And then their yellow one is a little sweeter. One of them, I think, has vetiver. This line of candles is literally amazing. And I just can't tell you where to find it because I get mine at a boutique, and I checked yesterday just to be thorough, and there's nothing that they have on their site at all that you can buy. So I can't be like, go to Patina. There's nothing on their site except for where they're located. You're welcome. So that's why I'm telling you who makes this where. So it's Calyan, Calyan, Calyan Wax Company out of Arlington, Texas. Oh my God. Oh, and it says, by the way, on the bottom, a give back brand working to end human trafficking. You're welcome. And you're doing something good. Oh my God. I can't, you guys, I would literally I would wear this on my person if it came in a bottle. I can't, it's so good. It's so good. It's literally my favorite candle of this year, for sure. I keep buying them every time I go. Like, I've got a stock of them. My husband's like, I don't think you need any more candles. And I'm like, bitch, I always need candles. Okay. Great gift idea. One of my friends sent this to me. This says meditations on the front. It's so beautiful. It's like a really blushy, pretty pink. Oh, and she wrote me a note in there. I didn't even notice it the first time she sent it. I was like, oh my God, this was so sweet. Send me a sweet little thing. Oh, she put a little note in there. Okay. Just a great journal. I'm going to tell you what, I've also never met a journal I didn't like. I think there's something so beautiful about if you have a woman friend, a family member, someone that you're gifting for this season, and you know they're going through transformation and you know that they're working on making changes. I literally feel like it is such a beautiful gift to give someone a journal, maybe a candle, a pen. I just feel like that's something that you can give to somebody anytime. And I love them. I have, like, again, extras of journals. I might have some addiction issues with some things in my life. Okay, so good. So this is just beautiful, and I love this. And I also will tell you, I have a super big bias. This is going to sound so nerdy. I don't care. Thank you so much, Sassy. She put it in the comments, the candle company, for anybody that wants to see that. Thanks, Del. I really appreciate it. I am super nerdy that I like these kind. Know why? If it's bound and I can't open it to write in it, it makes me bonkers. I can't. If I have to be like, and I'm breaking the binding I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. No, just know this I love. I literally love spiral bound journals the mostest. You're welcome. And I love them to be sassy and fun. So when I find them at boutiques, I literally love collecting them. They're so good. Okay. Spiritual things. Almost done. What time have I got? Okay. I'm trying to watch because I've got a healing session at 1 o'clock. I've got to. Okay. Here's some of my favorite healing things for the season. First of all, I don't really ever pick a crystal to be like, here's a crystal, because everyone's different. So there isn't like one crystal that I'm like, you know what, you really, I mean, there's a handful of them that I would have you put in a toolbox. But I didn't pick a crystal proper. Instead, I brought in some of my very favorite things of this season that I now wear their editions every single day because I love them so much. And I'm now collecting like every single gem in every color. You know what I'm going to do quickly before I segue into my bracelets? Real quick, bring it in. This shirt says I'm not on the nice list. So I wore this because it is from my favorite boutique locally. Reverie Boutique in Blaine is literally my favorite. It is a really small business owned by women, and they are just delightful. Christy and her sister-in-law own it together. It is a salon / boutique clothing store. Literally I love it so hard. I am always looking for sassy, fun, and unique clothes to come on camera with. Always. And I'm also in middle age, not in a space where I can carry some things without looking like I'm trying too hard. Okay, there's a fine art of aging to me. And I am very youthful in spirit. And so my clothing often definitely reflects my energy, my mood, the vibe that I bring. I love that I can go in there and find things, and they are really mindful about sizing as much as they can be because it's not a big store, but they are definitely mindful of sizing. And Christy is literally a delight. Her staff, every single person that works for her, she is just absolutely a lovely human. And so I love supporting small business. And so for me, now again, this is local. You can look it up online, Reverie Boutique in Blaine, Minnesota. And I'm sure she has some things online. But if you are local and you are listening to me, I am telling you, they are seriously some of the sweetest people on the planet. And I love that they have things that harness some of my energy, some of my funkiness. So it's maybe a funky sleeve, or maybe it's a funky color. Like this cracked me up when I saw it, not in the nicest. I'm like, that shit's going home with me. I absolutely love fun and funky and kind of unique pieces. And so for me, that's really representative of kind of who I am at this stage of my life and this season of my life. So it is literally my favorite boutique that I love to shop in. So I also wore my new sweatshirt for the season, and I'm going to forget to say it because I'm wearing it. So it's not like I had something sitting. I'm like, I'm going to forget to tell everybody. I love Reverie Boutique. Okay. Sassy also said same. Oh my goodness. Same. Spiral Bound always. Please. I love that we have journal preferences. That's not neurotic or anything. Okay. Back to the gemstone bracelets. I will be honest with you. I've seen this on people for millennia. This is not a new subject. Can I just write? And someone went, oh, it's beaded bracelets, Jen. Awesome. Okay. Now listen, for a long time, last year, I told you all about Delazin from Etsy. And so I have just continued to collect their necklaces because they're like so good. And so they've got all sorts of different crystal jewelry. Now, this is the biggest stone I've ever gotten. It's a little clunky, I'll be honest. I would have taken like a third of this rose quartz, but whatever. So, but I love it. And so I love their necklaces. I have them in different colors. I've asked for some more for Christmas. I just kind of continue to collect them. They're about $32 a pop. And this is again, Delazin through Etsy, Delezhen. I think I'm saying that right. But if you look up crystal necklaces, you will find them. And they are just centered on the necklace, and they're sturdy. I have not had one, knock on wood, ever break. They're incredible. And you can choose gold and silver necklaces as well as the stones. Okay. So I've already talked about them last year. I didn't want to repeat. There's a reason why I'm telling you all that, because I just repeated myself. I was not always such a fan of wearing these initially. And just because like, oh, it doesn't go with my outfit. It doesn't blah, blah, blah. I'm sort of OCD that way. I will tell you, here's what changed me. I went to a retreat in the fall in September. Oh my God. Okay. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so a couple of women were going to run an errand during free time to go to a crystal store, and I could not go. And I was like, and they're like, I think we're going to get some bracelets. I'm like, oh. So I turn to my friend and I'm like, okay, friend, what do I need? She's like, this, and this. Literally, I dole out the cash like this. Anything crystal they see behind, I'm like, okay. So they come back literally with these two gorgeous carnelian, and I want to say the other is moonstone. They're so pretty. Put them on and like did not take them off. Like part of it is that spiritually these came from like a really special occasion to me where I had a really transformative experience. My friend helped pick them out for me. Like the women that went and bought them for me, they're very special to me. So now they're these really beautiful, gifty, extra juicy. I love to wear them. They are very soothing, warm, and for me, they're like about rooting and grounding and being in your heart space. And so like for me, love them. Okay. Then I added a morganite. This is gorgeous. It's got like peaches and pinks, and it's got a soft and beautiful energy. Again, this is about heart space, loving, compassion, kindness. I wear these three almost every single day. Okay. Jade, which I got for luck, success, abundance, also good for heart chakra. And it's gorgeous. The bead's a slightly bigger bead, but it is so pretty. I literally love it. I found this one in Madison at Bernie's Rock Shop. So I have now taken to like hand picking what I like, and bringing them home. And I am 100%, this is evading me, this green and white one. I don't remember where I got it. I don't remember. So I have taken now to wearing them, and I do find it's really interesting. I did not And it's funny, I don't know why I didn't give it credit. If I wear necklaces all the time that represent a crystal that has an energy that I want, either it's for protection or it's for having a, opening your throat chakra and having your voice, or it can be for intuition or whatever your stone represents. Maybe it's just what you like the color of, right? So like, I love that crystal as jewelry is a really powerful way to like utilize the stone as a actual tool. I literally feel differently when I wear these bracelets. You can think I made it up. It's totally fine. And I'm telling you what, before I started wearing them, I was like, oh yeah. And now I'm like, oh no. And if someone gives me one as a gift, it's even better. So I will say these range, okay, typically anywhere between $8 and probably $30. Now you're gonna be like, wait, what? First of all, some people are gonna overcharge you. Just see. Holding too high. Let me see. I'll see if I can show you. So these are, I'll take turns. I'm going to show YouTube, Facebook, blah, blah, blah first. So this is my Morganite one that I love, love, love. Carnelian, and then Moonstone. And that's a funky colored Moonstone. It's really like peachy, which is funky. I love it. It doesn't matter. Normally I've seen more Moonstone in like white colors, but that doesn't mean anything. It is what it is. And I love them so much. And then the green, the jade is green. So, so pretty. And then there's a green and white one that I, for some reason, is literally evading me. So, and I just, again, will continue to add on to these as I get them. But I literally feel differently when I wear them. I just put them back on because I love them so much. So here's what's nice. Do watch for the price. Some people will gouge you, which is dumb. Some, not cheap. This is jade. This is actual jade. This was $30. That's abnormal. I would not normally, but I love Bernie's Rock Shop in Madison, Wisconsin. So I was like, okay. But I'm just going to tell you, depending on the stone, depending on the rarity of the stone, will be more or less expensive. But also look for people that are gouging you just to gouge you. Don't be dicks. Don't be dicks. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people do that. So do realize that you can cost compare a little bit and find a good and reputable company. If you can, I always love finding small business people to give my money to. So if you find someone that you really like, you can just then continue to like order. But some of the main places I will not name out loud because that sounds like a really rude thing to do at the holiday. I love what they stand for, but what they end up doing is because it's coming from this like neat place or well-known whomever, you're going to pay more. So it's sort of like 6 on one half on the other. If it's something you really like, here's why these are beautiful. Okay. You want an ultimate gift? No lie. I'm going to put it together for you right now. You know, a friend is going through transformation. Maybe she is in midlife. She's empty nesting. She is trying to reconfigure. She's trying to take care of herself and love herself again. She's just trying to kind of tap in and reawaken herself. Bitch, get her a journal. Get her a bracelet, right? Send her one. You don't have to break the bank. Send her a bracelet with it. Send her a candle. Send her a pen. Done. Like legit done. I think that what's so neat about the bracelets is you can hand pick the stone based on what you think that your friend or loved one is needing. And that's also how I choose what I ask for to receive at the holidays. So I'm in a gift exchange with my family. This is why I'm talking about all this. So I just went in and had to make up my wish list. So it's fresh in my brain. Love it so much. Right? So you can look up the stone meaning and pick from a stone meaning. You can pick from the color meaning. You can attach it to a chakra center, personal development of some kind that someone wants to call in. They're so beautiful and meaningful. And to me, I will tell you that receiving crystal gifts of any kind is one of my all-time favorite things. My daughter every year picks out 2 to 3 crystals that she gets me. She hand picks. I literally use them and meditate with them all year long. They're my very favorites. Yes, last year she got me a Sacred 7, really gorgeous stone. It looks like amethyst, and a shamanic stone. And that shamanic one is like bumpy and weird and ugly as hell. I freaking love it. It weighs like a ton. It's this little round, knobby looking. So I love that kind of thing. And gifting them is super powerful because the intention from your heart space to give someone something like this, mwah, it's amazing. Literally, and they can be so reasonable. But if you got something really special for someone and you were like, here's a lapis. Well, a lapis bracelet might cost more because it's a rarer stone, right? That's so cool. And oftentimes people will send them or sell them with little cards as well. So you can send that along to your friend, right? Oh, it's so good. Okay. So other thing I love, this is sort of some probably kind of tackiness, but I don't really care because I'm going to be honest. I literally use these all the time. So I traveled to California and I found sprays. I don't know what they even called them. This one just literally says protection obsidian spray. That's all. It's literally not fancy. It's so funny. Okay. And I fell in love with it. And I used it to clear because that's what it's for. So it has the stones in the bottom. There's essential oil in there. And then it's just filtered water. And as it gets lower, I add some water. Eventually it won't smell great anymore. And I'll have to like re-up the oil in there. But I literally loved it. I'm like, okay, because sometimes somebody either has a sensitivity and doesn't like the sage smell or whatever, which I completely respect. So because everyone's sensitive, right, in different ways, that's why I love sprays. So I came home and like, I'm making these. So I make them. And so Inspire is by far and away my very favorite one. I cannot. Oh, I just like literally went up my nose. It has all sorts of different stones in there that I chose based on inspiration. So I definitely see there's some fluorite. I think there's some amethyst, moonstone. Oh, might be some smoky quartz. So I hand chose the stones. When I tell you, actually, what's really great, this spray in particular was totally inspired by my niece. She was going through some stuff and she was changing, and I sat down and like a mad scientist in my kitchen. You should see it. So fun. I have like all these little crystals, all my essential oils, these little bottles from Amazon. And I sit and I'm like mixing and matching and oh my gosh. And then I write down the little recipes. And so I have different ones for different things. Some of them I've literally created. Inspire was one that I made. Power. I have power, abundance, purpose, Inspire. So it's funny because I made them, then I was going to send them one cracked on the way to someone. So that it made me like nervous about how to send it. So I had to figure out how to ship. This is just a home refresh in general. Oh my God. I love essential oils. So if you're an essential oil fan, for me, sprays are so beautiful. Before I go with a coaching client, if I'm going to speak at an event, I'm like this. I clear myself with it. I inspire with it. If I want to stand in my purpose with it, I spray myself with a purpose spray. I literally love them so hard. And I made them thinking I was going to sell them, and I use them every day. For myself. So I literally made something I use myself, which sounds super tacky, but I love them so hard. And so what's really fun is I then sometimes make them special for gifts as well for people. And I will hand pick the stones, the smells, all of it to then handcraft and send them or give them as gifts. So you make me one. So you can order them online. And I will tell you, I will have to look at my inventory, what I have, but they're seriously so freaking good. I'm not kidding. And I'm not just like, no, they're literally so good. So they've become a favorite. Like I made one for my daughter to take to college to spray, her boyfriend for sleeping. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, yeah, I'm a mad scientist. I freaking love them. And they're such good gifts. So they're probably between $20 and $30. I freaking love them. I'm not kidding, for every single thing. Just saying. Okay, last thing, and then we're done. This is my favorite Oracle deck of all time. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle. This is by Megan Watterson. Oh my God. These cards are so beautiful. And let me tell you, first of all, if you're like, oh, Oracle cards. Okay, I don't have a lot of time, but I will do my very best to explain this really quickly. Oracle cards are not right. I know some people get really funny about spiritual things and they're like, oh my gosh. And so I want to say that I see Oracle cards as just a way to tap into your own energy, right? So it's not something, for me, spiritually, it's not something funky. I'm not messing with something that's right. I absolutely love them. And it took me a minute because I was like, and they're not tarot cards, which are not bad either by themselves. But I really love the Oracle ones because these are just like messages for your day. So if you want to just like spread that out, have your meditation journal handy, do a card at the end of your meditation time. So cool. Like, I'm not kidding. What I love about this deck in particular, I don't love that they're not slippery. I will say it's the only criticism I have. The cards are gorgeous, but they are like dry. So when you go to like shuffle them around and then spread them out to draw, they're like, so they stick together like this in clumps. Just saying, if I ever make my own Oracle deck, they will be shiny, they will be slippery so that they're easy to then do a spread and pull. They are so beautiful. The artwork for them, they are seriously so gorgeous. And what I like always is a deck that has traditional, like mythical goddess, but also Hindu goddess, because that's one of my favorite things that I study and teach. And so I love the decks that have both. So that is my last one. This was probably, I want to say, so mine says on the box $21.99. So that's how much this is, $21.99. Oh, okay, I love it. So, all right, let's see. What else? That's it. That's it, friends. That was a lot. Every year I do this, I'm like, I'll pick like 5 things. This is me. I'll pick like 5, 10 things. No, I've never picked 5 or 10 things. I will never pick 5 or 10 things. I will always show up with about 25 items because I love this. I found this really helpful when I watch other people's videos. I have gotten slippers, socks, candles, robes. Oh my gosh, what else? So many things because I saw it and because of how they talked about it. So this is like that very like word of mouth. Here's something that I love. This is a good product. To me, it's when I can make small business. I love small business. I love supporting that. Like I said, you know, if you find somebody reputable or if you go to like a really neat like metaphysical store and you fall in love with something, that's great. That's so powerful. So when you can find things, I do. It is a value of mine to go with small business. I think that's so delightful. And there are some things that I get from Lululemon that are right. Like I love that, you know, sack thing that I wore, that fanny pack style thing. Like love it, right? Love my dry bar. So I do think it's nice when I can to kind of come in and infuse some of that small business idea as well, not just the big daddy brands of corporations and things like that. That's fine as well. But it's nice to have like a whole mix up. And so if there's anything I can ever send you guys and it's like, okay, hey, that's something different, novel. I haven't seen that, heard that. I don't have that boutique there. I don't have access to Blanc Bump. I wouldn't see that at a store that I go to. That's why it's fun to get out here and do these things and speak to something. These are all products in one way, shape, or form that I have used for much of the year, or I use them all the time now, and I know I will use them for the next year. So that's where it's like, these are tried and true, really wonderful products. And so hopefully I got some inspiration. Like I said, those the pack things for luggage are Mosio. That's on Amazon. So there's some things that are, you know, like boutique all the way to go and order it on Amazon. So that is that. I am so glad you got the chance to join me. Sassy, thanks so much for being my like Vanna. She has some of the names of the products in there. She nailed it for me because I couldn't do and be in all places at one time. So thanks so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. I'm super, super grateful for that. So thank you. Thanks for tuning in. And if you've got a product, please post it. Please share it. I do think it's really neat for someone to say, oh my gosh, I tried this and I absolutely loved it. That's why I wanted to do this, was like, let's start building up some momentum. It's still early in the season. There's still time to go find these items and get them kind of ordered and ready to move. But I hope that was helpful. And it was so nice to see you guys. It's nice to feel like sort of human again, back from COVID, after my whole mess. But I look forward to seeing you next week. But I just want to start you off with at least some things that I love the most so much. And so thanks for being my van again, my dear friend. I'm so grateful. But I will see you guys next Thursday at noon again. We'll be back and we'll be talking about how to receive, which guess what? We just talked about all of these things we can give, but also, like I said, I hope to inspire you to buy some of these things for yourself. So you want to work on being a good receiver this month. And we're going to be talking about that in the month of December. So we'll be back here next Thursday, back on track with our content and doing that work. But for now, we want to have a little fun this week. And so I'm sending you blessings, love, and light. This is Jen signing off and supporting you on your rise to your path to purpose and midlife for the best second half you could possibly have. Take care, everybody, and we will see you next time.